Greetings, my lovelies! Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another Emmy Eats. Today I'll be eating Maine. So, these treats I actually found myself. So, a couple weekends ago, my family and I went up to Maine for a little road trip. And I must say, a 6-hour drive with a pair of kids that are under 3 is a little bonkers. Yeah. So, what I do recommend is driving through the night. And then you'll have nice peace and quiet solitude, lots of podcast listening opportunity. Great! We have some really dear friends that have a little place near a pond, so we took an opportunity to go visit them. On our way, we stopped at a few places, including Old Orchard Beach. It was really touristy, a little bit like Newport Beach or, kind of a Venice Beachy vibe. At any rate, I stopped at a candy store there and picked up a few things. And because I love food, not just candy, we stopped at this beautiful lobster shack and had best lobster rolls. We really enjoyed our trip to Maine. It was just gorgeous. The weather was perfect, nice and cool, and just beautiful. If you've never been to Maine, I highly recommend it. It's a really, really beautiful, special place. Alright, let's get back to the eating. So the first thing I'm going to try is this. And these are a selection of saltwater taffies, and my oldest boy actually helped me pick them out. So, lots of different flavors here. We bought them by the pound. If you're not familiar with saltwater taffy, it's a beachy kind of taffy. Well, I always associate it with beachy. I don't know if it's necessarily beachy. And I don't know if it's even made with salt water for that matter. But anyways, they usually have these machines that are pulling it while you're standing there. And then you can buy lots of the different taffies, like this. It's kind of an old-fashioned taffy. I've forgotten most of the flavors, but they'll probably come to me as I eat them. Actually, this one I did not forget. We got this one because it's very colorful and rainbow, and that is cicada, because it's summer. And this one's called beach ball. What does a beach ball taste like? Vinyl? I hope not. Alright, let's give it a taste. It smells fruity. Very softly textured taffy, as most saltwater taffies are, and quite sweet. And this has like a fruit punchy flavor. Not bad. Next we have this one. This one's kind of rainbow themed too. This one has little primary colored flecks in it, and I believe this one was birthday cake. That's actually got a pretty light flavor, and it does taste remarkably like cake. Vanilla and sweet, but again, the very sticky, soft texture. A lot like gum, but it just dissolves. Good. I like that one more than the beach ball one. Let's try this beautiful blue one. I don't remember what this one was, but I love the wrapping. Alright, let's give that a taste. I was expecting blue raspberry or blueberry or something, but not at all fruity, just kind of vanilla and sweet. I have no idea what that is. It's okay though. I think is salted caramel. Let's give that a taste. That's actually my favorite one so far. It's actually quite salty, nice and caramelly, of course, and then sweet and chewy, but nice little crunchy bits of grains of salt in there. Nice. So before I OD on sweets, I'm going to have one more saltwater taffy, and it's this one, and it's my favorite. It's Peppermint. I love this one. First off, will you look at this coloring? I love the combination of red and white together. It's so stinking cute. Alright, here we go. So good. Fluffy, sticky, chewy, and pepperminty. Wonderful. So the next thing I have to taste is this. Ding! And this was made in the shop, and they called this sea foam. It actually looks a lot like a sea sponge. But I've also heard this called honeycomb. I think it's quite popular actually in Great Britain and in Australia. So this is what it looks like, and it does look a lot like a sponge or sea foam. It's a beautiful yellow color, and it smells sweet and caramelly. Let's give it a taste. It's great. It's exactly what's inside a crunchy bar. Full of caramelly sweet flavor and a really delightful texture. Very airy, and imagine kind of like a hard, crunchy styrofoam. It sounds terrible, but it's delicious. I actually tried a chocolate-covered version of this when I went to New York. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put the link down below. That's another one of my little tour videos. And I believe you can make this pretty easily at home if you have a candy thermometer. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever made this before and if you have any tips or tricks. Maybe it's worth making. So Old Orchard Beach is pretty touristy, as a lot of beach places are, and Maine is actually too, for that matter. I think they make a lot of their economy is based on tourism. So they include things like this. Can you read that? Can you read that? Can you read that? It says poop candy. It looks like moose poop. It smells like moose poop. Sure, glad I didn't step in it. Let's see if it smells like moose poop after all. Based on the ingredients, it doesn't look like it has any moose poop in it. So I think I'll be alright. It looks like Tootsie Rolls. I've seen moose poop and it doesn't look like this. Moose poop actually looks like little ovate balls. You've got to get a candy when it's advertised as poop, right? Alright, so let's give it a taste. So it comes in a little Ziploc baggie. Doesn't smell like any poop I've ever smelled. It smells good. And here's the candy. There's a little bit of food coloring on my finger. And tastes like a Tootsie Roll. So while this looks all kind of crafty, homespun, DIY, even with the ingredients, I suspect they just unwrapped a bunch of Tootsie Rolls and put them in here. Because, I mean, if you look really carefully, they look kind of machined. That's what I think. It might not be true, but based on what it tastes like and based on what it looks like, these are just Tootsie Rolls. Never been a huge fan of Tootsie Rolls because I always felt like they're like a pseudo-chocolate. Like, they're kind of chocolatey, but not really. That's just my 2 cents. My last candy is this. And this is a lobster-shaped lollipop. And I got this because lobsters are plentiful in Maine, and they're wonderful. So this is a Barley Clear Toy made by the Melville Candy Company, and I believe this is the same company where I bought some candies from Shane's. If you missed that video, you should check that out. I'll put the link down below. Shane's is a marvelous place in Philadelphia, another one of my little tour videos, but it's a really old-fashioned and wonderful kind of almost apothecary type store that have wonderful candies, including lots of barley toys. This is double wrapped very wisely because it does get quite humid here in New England. Look at the detailing of this candy. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? So what do you think it's going to taste like? Lobster? Let's see. It's cinnamon. Papa Kablooey, it's cinnamon. It's great. Love it. That's a nice little change up. That's great. It's cinnamon. Nice and kind of spicy and cinnamony, and it's turning my lips red, as if I need to emphasize my lips anymore. Negative. That's great. I love that it's a nice little change up. I was expecting it to be like cherry or strawberry, but it's not. It's very peppery cinnamon. Love it. So that wraps up my little taste of Maine. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these tour-like videos. If you want to see more of them, where do you want me to go? Or just let me know where you went on your summer vacation. Don't forget to like if you like this, subscribe, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys learned something, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye! Then you have snack, which is goûter, and then you have dinner, which is dîner. So this is typical, these little loo biscuits. It's a paste, meaning glue container, that a lot of kids used when they were